When you hear the words American family sedan and hybrid, you usually don't think head turner. We found one that really is worth a double take. I'm Chris Leary for the Car Pro. Take a look at the 2013 Ford Fusion Hybrid. Does it look familiar? Come on, if you squint just right, you'll swear you're looking at 007's Aston Martin Casino Royale, or its slightly plump American cousin. No, the car. I'm talking about the car. Okay, so Ford may have borrowed a few design cues, like the front grille, the headlights, and the sloping hood, but Ford used to own Aston Martin for a little bit, so all is fair. But take that smoking front end and the fastback-like rear end, and you've got one hot-looking American family car. A mid-size sedan that claims to get up to 47 miles to the gallon. Here's how. They got this 118 horsepower electric motor nestled up against the 141 horsepower four-cylinder gasoline engine. Now, the math is a little fuzzy to me, but combined, they're 188 horsepower. The electric motor is powered by a lithium-ion battery pack, which is stored in the trunk. And as you can see, it takes up a pretty good chunk of space, so you're gonna have to go easy on how many golf bags you put back here. But check this out. The seat backs in the rear fold forward, which gives you a lot more storage room. While we're in the back, as long as you stick to giving rides to point guards instead of centers, I think the people in the back seat will be pretty comfortable, even with the sloping roof. In the front, Ford has designed a nice cockpit for the driver. This center console is home to the much talked about Ford Sync infotainment system. This 8-inch touchscreen has the controls for phone, navigation, entertainment, and climate. Some of the standard features include satellite radio, Bluetooth, and dual zone climate control. Because as we all know, your passenger's air temperature way over there is completely different from your air temperature way over here. All right, Chris, you got a cool looking car, but how does it drive? Well, I'm glad you asked. Turn on the car and you hear nothing. Like any hybrid, the electric motor gets you rolling, but there's just no sound. Once you get up to the speed limit, the gasoline engine kicks in, and the handoff is virtually seamless. And there's still not a lot of noise, and that's because Ford uses a little electronic trickery with some noise-canceling technology. And it works. Until, of course, you have to really put your foot down and pass. Then you'll hear the drone of the four-cylinder engine. See, they married the power plant with a continuously variable transmission, which is like having either millions of gears or none at all, depending on how you look at it. There's plenty of power, especially for a car designed for fuel economy. As for that, Ford claims the Fusion Hybrid is going to get you 47 miles to the gallon. I think you'd have to drive this car exactly the right way to come close to that. Now, the Fusion does come with an onboard coach, which tracks your acceleration, your cruising, and your braking. And with regenerative braking, every time you stop, you're charging the battery, and that gets you more miles to the gallon. When you do everything right, you'll watch this leafy plant on your dashboard grow, much like the same positive reinforcement your garden gives you when you water it. So even if you can't master this eco-friendly video game, you'll still get about 40 miles to the gallon with everyday driving. That's as good as it gets for a family sedan. It's a whole lot better than an Aston Martin. I'm Leary, Chris Leary, for the Car Pro News.